Welcome to Tech Collective Channel today, as we take you through inside Apple's iPhone manufacture in China. Hanhai Precision Industry, also known as Foxconn, is the primary manufacturer of Apple devices as well as those for other well-known electronics companies. Foxconn is a Taiwanese company that has grown to become one of the largest employers in the world. With 1.2 million employees, Foxconn produces over 40% of the world's electronics, including devices for Amazon, Dell, and Hewlett-Packard. It is China's biggest and most prominent private employer. Before we continue, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get more luxurious videos delivered right to you. Let's start. The design and development of the iPhone. The first activity I'd like to explore is iPhone design and development. The design and manufacturing of the iPhone is the most critical aspect of the phone's commodity chain, and it is all handled by Apple's staff in the United States. It necessitates the participation of a large number of intelligent engineers and designers. These are some of Apple's research and design team's best minds. Steve Jobs, Apple's longtime CEO, is credited with inventing the iPhone. He conceptualized and developed the iPhone, ushering in a new age in the mobile phone industry. Steve Jobs was a perfectionist who valued product creation above all else. When Steve was designing the first iPhone, for example, he found a tiny detail that made the phone masculine, task-driven, and effective. He remained up all night, and the next day, he assembled the entire design team and ordered them to start again. The team had to spend a few weeks redesigning the iPhone's internal setup to allow minor improvements. One of the former faculty members commented on the incident. "If we were in other firms, we would have used the previous template." Apple, on the other hand, was different. We pressed the reset button and started over. Since its introduction in 2007, the iPhone has grown in popularity as a result of Steve Jobs' pursuit of perfection. About Foxconn. Foxconn is the largest contract electronics manufacturer and supplier in the world. It is a $60 billion operation founded by Taiwanese industrialist Terry Guo that manufactures Apple iPhones as well as devices for Hewlett-Packard, Sony, Dell, Nokia, and other companies. In Shenzhen, it has two massive campuses where around 400,000 workers live and work. The main Foxconn facility is a city within a city, with its bakeries, banks, fast food restaurants, and acupuncture clinics. It occupies about 1 square mile. It's teeming with migrant workers in uniform, filing into gray, low-slung factory complexes or utilitarian high-rise dormitories. Apple depends on Foxconn because it is one of the few companies capable of meeting its production demands and churning out millions of devices every month. Apple expects its suppliers to follow a code of conduct that includes certain safety criteria and a maximum of 60 hours per week for employees. Getting the parts. Many iPhone parts, such as the memory chip, modem, camera module, microphone, and touchscreen controller, are purchased from more than 200 manufacturers around the world. Also, smaller pieces, such as metal casings, are manufactured by Foxconn, the Taiwanese company that runs the Zhengzhou factory. Many of the components are ordered from global suppliers and then sold in bulk to one of Apple's contract manufacturers in China. That means Foxconn in Zhengzhou. Building the phones. Foxconn's Zhengzhou facilities occupy 2.2 square miles and have the potential to hire up to 350,000 employees, many of whom earn about $1.90 an hour. FATP, or Final Assembly, Inspection and Packaging, are what the operation does. The Zhengzhou manufacturing facility has 94 production lines, and the iPhone is assembled in around 400 stages, including polishing, soldering, drilling, and screw fitting. The factory can manufacture 500,000 iPhones a day, or 350 per minute. The iPhone is packaged in a sleek white fiberboard box, wrapped and placed on a wooden pallet, and then wheeled out to waiting trucks after it comes off the assembly line. passing through customs. A few hundred yards outside the factory gate, where China established a huge customs facility, the freshly assembled iPhone is transported. The customs operation is located in a so-called bonded zone, which enables Apple to sell iPhones to Chinese customers more easily. China, as the iPhone's final assembly site, also serves as the starting point for Apple's global tax strategy. Foxconn sells finished iPhones to Apple in Zhengzhou, mostly in the customs factory, and Apple resells them to Apple affiliates all over the world. Apple can allocate a portion of its income to an affiliate in Ireland, which is tax-advantaged, due to the mechanism, which is often done electronically. China isn't the only country that uses this device. Shipping abroad. iPhones destined for the United States and other parts of the world are transported 3 miles from customs to the Zhengzhou airport by truck. As iPhone demand has increased in recent years, the airport has been greatly expanded. Personal computers manufactured in China were shipped to the United States by container ship a few years ago, and the journey took about a month. Smartphones are small enough to be delivered in large quantities and at a low cost by plane. A single wide-bodied Boeing 747 with aluminum canisters can comfortably accommodate 150,000 iPhones. UPS, FedEx, and other freight carriers usually fly iPhones bound for the United States to Anchorage from Zhengzhou. They refuel there before continuing to Louisville, Kentucky, a major logistics center, or other locations around the country. Staying in China. Customs officials practically stamp iPhones bound for the Chinese market as exports before restamping them as imports using an electronic method. The procedure takes place in the same customs facility just outside the factory in Zhengzhou. Customs will collect a 17% value-added tax, a type of national tax, based on the import price after the goods have been considered an import. The products are then authorized for transport across China. iPhones bound for China are usually loaded onto a large truck and driven 18 hours from Zhengzhou to Shanghai, where Apple has founded its national distribution center. Up to 36,000 iPhones can be transported in a single tractor-trailer. The vehicles are fitted with cameras and often accompanied by armed security guards, since they have around $27 million in freight on board. After leaving the Foxconn factory in Zhengzhou, the iPhone takes an average of 2 days to hit a store in Shanghai, a 590-mile drive. It takes an average of 3 days to hit a store in San Francisco, which is 6,300 miles away. China is the best fit for Apple. Apple's decision to outsource production to China is simply a race to see who can manufacture the most Apple products in the shortest period. This also meant that China was able to remain adaptable and versatile in response to Apple's needs. According to a paper, an Apple executive also claimed that the United States no longer has the people with the requisite skills. This is because, in China, manufacturers can hire a large number of engineers to work on a project overnight. Since they have a large labor force, they can complete a large volume of work quickly. The United States will not be able to recruit 250,000 employees overnight. As a result, China is a versatile and competent supplier. Apple is, still, reaping the financial gains. However, this is due to China's abundance of hardworking people with the required skills. They are willing to take on difficult jobs. Such jobs are common among millions of Chinese employees, including those with technical skills. The sourcing of the iPhone. iPhone comes from a variety of countries around the globe. Canada, Mexico, and the United States are the major countries where sourcing takes place in North America. In South America, Brazil is the most important country for sourcing. England, France, Spain, and Germany are among the European countries that contribute to the iPhone sourcing. Libya is the most important African country involved in sourcing. The key countries involved in iPhone sourcing are East and Southeast Asia, such as Japan, South Korea, and China. Asia has been a major supplier of iPhone parts. The major chip makers for the iPhone, for example, are Taiwanese company TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, and Korean company Samsung. They're responsible for the A8 chip in the iPhone 6. Also, the iPhone 5C's EyeSight camera is provided by Sony, and the phone's plastic chassis is provided by Greenpoint in Singapore. Several companies from all over the world contribute to the development of the iPhone. ST Microelectronics, a French-Italian corporation, makes the iPhone's gyroscope, which allows users to rotate the display from vertical to horizontal. NXP Semiconductors, a Dutch company, makes the M7 motion coprocessor, which can collect motion data and use it to monitor health and fitness. That's it on Inside Apple's iPhone manufacturer in China. If you liked our video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.